Imagine standing in the middle of a storm. Winds howl, rain lashes against your face, and lightning splits the sky. You can't stop the storm, but there's one thing you can control: your reaction. In life, we often find ourselves in storms, don't we? Stress, setbacks, disappointments. How do we stay calm and positive amidst it all? Today, we're drawing wisdom from Buddhist teachings and timeless stories to answer this question. These lessons, though ancient, hold incredible relevance in our modern, fast-paced world. They don't just help us survive the chaos. They teach us how to thrive with peace and clarity. Did you know there's a simple principle that can completely change how you handle challenges? It's a lesson Buddha shared through a story about a ring, but before we dive into that, let's set the stage. Buddhism isn't just a religion, it's a way of living. At its core are teachings about the mind, about suffering, and about finding freedom. And while it began over 2,500 years ago, its wisdom transcends time. Today, we'll explore three key ideas from Buddhism: impermanence, mindfulness, and compassion, through powerful stories. These lessons will show you not only how to remain calm, but also how to radiate positivity in your life. So, let's start with something profound yet simple: the nature of impermanence, or as Buddhists call it, anicca. Here's a story that beautifully captures this truth. Let's talk about impermanence, anicca, one of the most fundamental concepts in Buddhism. It's the idea that everything in life is temporary and constantly changing. But how does understanding this help us stay calm in turbulent times? There's a famous story that beautifully illustrates this. Once upon a time, a great king faced a series of terrible events. His kingdom was under attack, his health was failing, and his family life was in turmoil. He felt crushed under the weight of it all. Desperate for peace, he summoned his wise advisors and said, "Give me something, anything, that will bring me comfort when I am overwhelmed by sorrow." The advisors thought long and hard. Finally, they presented him with a simple ring. Inscribed on it were the words, "This too shall pass." At first, the king was confused. How could such a simple phrase help him? But soon, as life unfolded, he began to understand. When he faced hardships, he looked at the ring and remembered, "This too shall pass." It reminded him that pain was not eternal. But here's the interesting part. Even in moments of great joy and triumph, he would glance at the ring and remind himself, "This too shall pass." The ring kept him grounded, neither crushed by sorrow nor carried away by joy. This story is a profound reminder that everything in life is fleeting: our struggles, our successes, our feelings, and even our identities. By embracing impermanence, we can reduce our attachment to outcomes and cultivate resilience. Think about the last time you were overwhelmed by stress or sadness. What if, in that moment, you could remember, "This too shall pass"? Would it change how you felt? And what about your happiest moments? Instead of clinging to them, what if you cherished them fully, knowing they too are fleeting? Here's a simple practice you can try. The next time you're facing a challenge, take a deep breath and silently repeat to yourself, "This too shall pass." It's not about denying your emotions, but about finding the strength to ride the waves of life with grace. So, we've learned about impermanence and how it can help us stay calm. But there's more. Let's dive into mindfulness, a powerful tool that can anchor us in the present moment, no matter what life throws at us. Let's take a moment to pause. Right now, where is your mind? Are you fully here, or is your attention drifting to worries about the future or memories of the past? This is where mindfulness, or sati, comes in. It's the art of being fully present, and it's one of the most transformative practices in Buddhism. Let me share a story about the Buddha. One day while he was teaching, an angry man approached him. The man shouted insults, blaming Buddha for disrupting traditions. He expected a heated reaction, but instead, the Buddha simply smiled and remained silent. Confused, the man asked, "Why don't you respond to my anger?" The Buddha replied, "If someone offers you a gift and you decline it, who does the gift belong to?" The man hesitated and said, "To the one who offered it." The Buddha smiled again and said, "Exactly. Your anger is a gift I do not accept." The man was stunned. At that moment, he understood a profound truth. Mindfulness gives us the power to choose our reactions instead of letting emotions control us. This story teaches us a powerful lesson. We can't always control what happens around us, but we can control how we respond. Mindfulness creates space between the stimulus and the reaction. It helps us observe rather than absorb the chaos. Here are 2 simple mindfulness practices you can begin right now. 1. Breath awareness. Sit quietly for a minute and focus on your breath. Inhale deeply, hold for a moment, and exhale slowly. Each time your mind wanders, gently bring it back to your breath. It's like pressing the reset button for your mind. 2. Gratitude practice. At the end of each day, think of 3 things you're grateful for. They don't have to be big. It could be a kind smile, a delicious meal, or a moment of peace. Gratitude shifts your focus from what's lacking to what's abundant. By practicing mindfulness, you cultivate a calm and steady mind. But calmness alone isn't enough. Positivity comes from compassion, a deep, heartfelt connection with others. Let's explore how compassion can transform your outlook on life. Let's talk about compassion, or karuna, one of the most beautiful teachings in Buddhism. Compassion isn't just about being kind to others. It's a mindset that transforms the way we see the world. When we nurture compassion, we naturally shift toward positivity, no matter the challenges we face. There's a well-loved Buddhist parable about a farmer in a small village. One day, his horse ran away. His neighbors came to console him, saying, "What terrible luck." But the farmer simply replied, "Maybe." A few days later, the horse returned, bringing with it a group of wild horses. The neighbors exclaimed, "What great luck!" The farmer again said, "Maybe." Later, the farmer's son tried to tame one of the wild horses, but he fell and broke his leg. The neighbors came once more, lamenting, "What bad luck!" The farmer remained calm and said, "Maybe." Not long after, soldiers came to the village, conscripting young men for war. They passed over the farmer's son because of his injury. This time, the neighbors said, "What amazing luck!" And once again, the farmer said, "Maybe." The story shows us that life's events are neither inherently good nor bad. They're just events. What defines them is how we perceive them. Compassion allows us to embrace life with an open heart, seeing beyond labels of good or bad. It encourages us to connect with the struggles of others and approach them with kindness rather than judgment. Here are 2 ways you can nurture compassion in your daily life. 1. The loving kindness meditation. Sit quietly and bring to mind someone you love. Silently repeat, "May you be happy, may you be healthy, may you live with ease." Now expand that wish to yourself, to a neutral person, and even to someone who challenges you. This meditation helps soften anger and build empathy. 2. Acts of kindness. Start small. Compliment a co-worker, smile at a stranger, or lend a helping hand. These small actions create ripples of positivity in the world. Compassion doesn't just help others, it transforms you. It helps you see the interconnectedness of all life, reminding you that you're never alone. As we wrap up, let's reflect on how impermanence, mindfulness, and compassion together create a powerful framework for a calm and positive life. As we come to the end of this journey, let's take a moment to revisit the powerful lessons we've explored. Life, with all its chaos and unpredictability, often feels overwhelming. But through Buddhist teachings, we found timeless tools to stay calm and positive. First, we learned about impermanence, the reminder that everything, both joy and sorrow, is temporary. By accepting this truth, we free ourselves from unnecessary attachment and find peace in the ebb and flow of life. Then we discovered mindfulness, the art of being present. Through simple practices like breath awareness and gratitude, we can anchor ourselves in the here and now, no matter how turbulent life becomes. And finally, we delved into compassion, the key to seeing life through a lens of kindness and connection. By cultivating compassion, we not only transform our relationships, but also nurture a positive mindset within ourselves. These teachings aren't just concepts to ponder. They're practices to live by. Imagine what your life would look like if you embraced impermanence, practiced mindfulness, and radiated compassion every single day. You'd become a source of calm in the storms of life, not just for yourself, but for everyone around you. Remember, staying calm and positive isn't about escaping challenges. It's about learning to face them with grace, courage, and wisdom. Each moment is an opportunity to grow, to love, and to live fully. If this message resonated with you, let's continue this journey together. Like this video, share it with someone who might need a little calm and positivity today, and don't forget to subscribe for more insights on living a meaningful life. Thank you for watching, and may you find peace in every moment.